Good morning, Lego peeps. Good morning. Rick Sargent, good morning, buddy. Happy Sunday. My man Greg, lol, good morning. How is everybody? Just getting set up a little bit here still. Had to get up a little earlier than I had planned and make a run out to the store and stuff before the live stream. But I think I'm ready to go. Didn't get as much sleep as I hoped I would either. So, running on about 7 cylinders instead of 8 right now. This is where I wish I could drink coffee without it bothering me. But I've got my juice here, so, you know, it is what it is. Alright. So, what I want to do this morning, or at least start doing, is I pulled out the hospital build that I did, gosh, maybe March of 2020. It's like right around when the pandemic started, actually. And I want to revisit this, and I want to do some improvements, some exterior improvements, like maybe build it up a little bit more, make it a little taller, and just in terms of the floor height. And then the plan is I want to light this baby up. I'm very excited about the idea of putting lighting in here, because I did build up a ton of scenes inside here, and I think it'd be really fun to see all that stuff that I've done. So, that's what the plan is going to be. I do think that this will probably take a couple live streams at least to do things, because I'm not exactly sure where I want to go with stuff. But that's kind of where we're going to do, or what we're going to do. Excuse me. So I'm going to have to work on this probably more Tuesday night as well. I think I may have had a video about this on YouTube. It literally may have been my first video that I literally captured with my phone. I didn't do any editing with. When folks first kind of encouraged me to try it out. So I want to kind of just redo this whole thing a little bit, beef it up, and produce a much better quality video like I do nowadays. Profiling this, hopefully with lights and all that good stuff too. So, this thing is a little heavy, but what I want to do is start on the ground floor and start playing around with that a little bit. In fact, I'm going to move this up to my desk over here, way behind me. My actual work office desk. And that way I've got plenty of room to focus on this area. So just to show you guys, let me go overhead here. I mean, I've got this decked out with a bunch of stuff. So I don't need to work on detailing and a lot of other things necessarily. I just need to do some improvements based on all the parts and inventory I've acquired since I originally built this. A lot of this came from a couple of hospital sets. That city hospital set from, I think, 2018 or 19, primarily. And then I got a slightly older one off of eBay at the time for some additional parts and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to ramp this up a little bit. And part you can see, too, if it'll come through on the side cam. But, like, places like right here, older used bricks that I kind of want to replace out a little bit, because that's all I had in inventory at the time. And maybe just slightly tweak a few other little things, like this kind of lame looking little roof thing here. But yeah, nice looking hospital. Thank you, Brick Sergeant. I'm hopefully going to make it nicer when all is said and done here. But the idea is that this will be kind of it is going to be kind of a corner build. because I have the emergency area right here. The ambulances will pull up and drop off. I do want to make this a little taller because the ambulances I have literally come right flush to this. And then the main entrance is on the side here. So this is going to sit in a corner space in the city somehow. So that's what's going to go on here. So I think first I'm going to start replacing some stuff. So do a little bit of tearing apart here. Very exciting. Yay, demolition. Just do a little bit of fixer-uppering. And try to keep some of this stuff, my tiles here, in some kind of order so I know what I did with them before. So yeah, things like this. I mean, it's a little grungy. I need to see if I can clean some of these bricks up a little bit more than I did before. But fortunately, I should have enough inventory now to cover what I want to do. I.e., from pad wall stuff, bunch of 1x2 and 1x3 white, and then there's tan here. So I'm going to try to use some of that to build up a couple floors. So I'm going to start with that. Take a pic. I could, but I'm just going to work in sections, so it's not a big deal. John McKinley, good morning, bud. How are you? Happy Sunday morning. Decided to do some work on my hospital and improve it a little bit here. So very exciting for that. I'm very excited. So I am just replacing some older parts right now, and I'm also going to kind of work on building up the this floor, maybe one more level as well. I should get out my other tub of white here for other parts in case I need them. This is my other generic white that's not tab. So I can do things like that, and then pop in 1x4 for connection. And right in this back corner, you guys can see from the overhead here, that's kind of my elevator shaft. I did make a real shaft there. I don't have an elevator actually in there though. But I think that's going to be perfect for me to do lighting configurations. So I can run wire through that without a problem. So that's kind of exciting. It was an unintended consequence or a side effect of that. Alright, so now I need to swap out these ugly little things, so I want to do something a little bit nicer. Get my slope pieces out here. I just wonder if I could use these hemisphere kind of pieces. Ooh. I'm going to play around with that for a second. Maybe I can do something kind of fun with that. Let's see if I can make this work. Let's see how tall these are. These too tall? Yeah, these are too tall. 2 brick tall. So I think I could run a 2x6 or something out and do this. Just slot that back in there for the moment. That's kind of interesting, actually. Let me show you guys this for an up closer look here. That's an interesting look. That's kind of neat. I think I'm kind of digging that. That just gives a little bit more texture. I'm looking at the view that you guys have on camera. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. I think I want to go that direction. All right. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out some more stuff here. Now I can build up an additional layer. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to sub out one of these. I'm going to put a little clock inside the operating theater. Alright, now that that's built up another floor, let me see how this looks. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm totally digging that look now. With that additional layer there, that height. I like that look. Cool. I'm going to start putting in a couple more things here just to see how this starts to look. It's smart to have a, yeah, right? I don't know what time it is in the operating room. Oops, that has to go over one more. Yeah. I think one more height here, like I'm doing, should do just fine. I will have to go get a one of my ambulances to try this out, just to make sure, at some point. Hoping. I don't think I had gotten a gray one of these. Let me check my inventory. Maybe I did, I don't remember. Oh, yes I did. Perfect. I got one of these. I can replace that one. That makes me happy when I have that weird little blue sitting there. And I will be right back, guys. Let me go get an ambulance from my Lego room. Alright. So this is the bigger of the two ambulances that I have. This is from, based on the license plate thing, this is from set 4431, which I think was a standalone ambulance set of some kind. But it's got a lot of cool detail in here anyway. I really like this one. So let me put this on here just for reference to show you guys what I was considering. I mean, look at that, the top of that compared to the height of where the ceiling comes over, the second floor there. That's pretty close. So that's why I want to build up another level. If not two. We'll see how this goes. Morning, Scotty. Good morning. How are you? Nice to see you, bud. Thank you for coming to hang out. I am working on my hospital and doing some much needed improvements before I get to doing some lighting with it. So this is kind of the next project that I want to do, because I need to get this kind of arranged in the city where I want to put it before I move on to some other stuff. Good call, right? We can't fit and open up the back door. I'm gonna have to pull out into the street and offload the patient. Unfortunately, I've got a bunch more of PAB white brick that I can use to do this, so it's all good. Actually, just for comparison now, let's see. And that still comes pretty close if I want to have a scene staged. If I recall, this is a panel piece. Yeah, that's a panel piece. I could go one more level. 'Cause, I mean, the first floor ideally is probably the ground floor is probably the tallest one anyway. So I'm looking at 6, 7, 8, 9 right now. 9 tall. Well, let me see how this plays out. Having parts absolutely helps. I didn't have quite as much as I do at the moment to do the things I wanted to do. It is. I'm almost thinking I could like remock that into a slightly different method of opening up. So I don't think that when they designed that model, they really actually expected to have a hospital custom like this. Because it was a standalone set, if I remember. Or it might have been a hospital that was a slightly older, weirder design, if I remember too. 4431, if anybody wants to look that up. That was the set number. That's where that ambulance came from. Actually, I should slightly offset these. Just to help with that stability a little bit. There we go. That should help a little bit. Alright, now they're all connected. Cool. Back in a bit, not sure how long to be on here. Thank you, John. Yeah, sounds like you're making some strides, dude. Definitely sounds good. Yeah, go walk and keep building up the muscle and all that good stuff. I'll probably be on here maybe until around 11 a.m. Eastern, depending on how things go with this. But for now, that's the plan. Gonna swap out a few more of these older kind of courtier pieces here. Yeah, this is definitely one that needs to be replaced. I'm pulling up the stuff. Okay, cool. 4431's a standalone. Okay, that's what I thought it was. But I was not 100% sure. Thanks, John. I'm definitely going to keep on keeping up because I'm enjoying doing this. That one actually I'm going to pull out too. Let's see, this one goes right there. Thank you, Greg. There's the plug. There you go. Thank you. Yes, especially the art gallery. The art gallery is fun. There is the operating room. Lots of stuff going on in here. Oh, and I have a little, let me show you guys in the camera here. I have a little window right into the pharmacy so they can get meds and stuff into the operating room. I thought that was, like, really funny to do that. I'm going to keep that in there. I think that's cute. Alright, now I have to build up the gray corner. The elevator shaft here. Yes, you did, lol. Lol. Should have enough to cover this. Pretty sure. I think this one actually is like an old dark gray, so I compare it against other ones. It seems to have a different shade, but maybe it's a little bit more yellow. It's not bad, but I think I want to put this one inside so it's not quite as visible to the outside. Oh, I'm sure it was from a bulk, no question. Especially around the time I was building this originally, I definitely had a few bulks, because that was how I was getting some parts at the time. Other than Brick League special orders. No question. Alright. I like the height. Whoops. Except for that corner. Nothing I can do about that. I like the height. Feels a little bit better. Got rid of some of the dingy pieces that I need to kind of clean back up again and put back into my inventory. Yeah, I'm feeling this height. I really like this little dome thing going on here. That really has me like, ooh, cool. And I want to round that off just for the top of it. Let me see what else I have here. If I can do what I'm thinking. Don't know if I have the right piece. Nothing there. What else can I do? I'm looking at my inventory here. Oh! I'm gonna try something else. Let me just grab parts from the top drawer here. Okay. Slightly tweak this space. No, that won't work. Jim G, good morning. Thanks for joining. I am working on the hospital mock I actually built a year plus, back in like March of 2020. But I'm improving it since I've gotten a lot more parts since then. Building a little higher. And I'm going to eventually work on lighting this up after I finish that project. So, pretty exciting. Making things look a little bit better. Oh, I know what I can do. Just gonna put these little caps on here. It's just for a little bit of texture. That's all it really is. A couple of these little half-round hemisphere things. Yeah, just to kind of give it some look. I mean, it's going to be inside anyway. Not going for a walk. My wife thinks I need a down day because I've been pushing it so hard, so I'm back. No problem, John. Appreciate it. Let's see. I'm thinking if there's anything else that I want to tweak here before I kind of finish this. I do have that door that slides. This is from the 2019 hospital or 2018 hospital set. I incorporated that technique. Definitely keeping that for the emergency room door. I want to tweak my... I think I want to tweak these benches I have in here. I think they're too low. Benches I have right in here are a little too low. So I actually may have to do a little bit of digging here to get some stuff out. Excuse me 1 second, guys. Checking my phone. See if I can get these things out of here without tearing everything up. Yes. All right, oops. The things you've learned in a year and a half since you build certain things, change everything up, you know, all that kind of stuff. Improved my techniques a bit since I did this. There you go. Getting a bunch of these little round pieces out. Whoops. Getting a bunch of these little round pieces out of here. Alright. Now I can build a slightly higher bench. This is a, what is this piece? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright. This actually help with the tiling consistency a bit too. It will look a little bit better. The town near me called Learnington. It's pretty impressive. They built a fire station next to the police station. Need to take a picture and mock it because it looks really cool. That sounds like, Greg, that was something you wanted to do, right? Like a combination of city services for a build that you're doing? I feel like that's what you were telling me, Greg, that you wanted to do. So now, of course, it's a little more challenging to reach my gigantic mitts inside here. It's a little taller, but that's okay. Neat, John. Never seen that before. A police station being inside. I don't think I have, but I've seen. Actually, no. I take that back. I have. One of the towns that I drive through on my way to and from work, the main police station is directly connected to the main police department. It's all basically one building. Because the police cars are parked outside in a small parking lot space next to the main garage for the fire apparatus vehicles. Exactly as will be governor. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yep. Alright, let's see. I want to... Let's not tile that in real quick. Just use some dark ones. I'm using up my limited supply of stuff. Reaching the mitts inside here is so difficult. Come on. There we go. Best police department award, MIPD. Oops. Oh crap, I got it onto a track here. I gotta pull that off. There we go. Oh, one thing about it. Let me show you guys another little tool that I have here that I'm using. This actually came from a computer repair kit that I've got. But I found that this is great for yanking tiles up, especially the slightly pointed end. Very cool. I'm going to take these guys off for now too. Alright, so that's looking a little bit better, and I do want to pop the seats on here and see how they look. I think I will keep the dark, or the brown, instead of putting in dark gray. Just for a little bit of color. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit more uniform that way. And I'll just put a couple of small tables between them. Yeah, these buildings are connected, not side by side. Smart planning for resources. Yeah, that's why I think the small town one that I'm talking about did the same thing. It makes it much easier for them. Actually, I think I want to use a round set of tiles or bricks here. Thinking I got a bunch of these guys. Let me see what I can do with that. pop this one in here. And I think on the other one I want to put like some kind of thing here. 1 second, guys. Looking through my sticker pieces. So I have an idea. Or video tile. Yeah, I think I'll use one of these. Thinking one of the tables will just have a little drink on there or something, and on one table I can just have a just a video tile on it, like a book or magazine or something, just for decorative purposes. So the idea is, let me put the guy sitting here as well, waiting for some assistance. So sitting there, got a drink, got a video tile for like a magazine or something. Just in the waiting room. Is Brick Addict Paul from England? Yes, he is. He is in the UK. Alright, that looks better than I had before, so I think I'm happy with that. Put some of these little things away here. Oh, little TV hanging up. It's got to put that back in the corner here. So that is the waiting area. Main check-in desk and the pharmacy. And then the emergency area here. Oh. Here's something a little bit old school. I had a couple of those old 5 tall doors, and I wanted to use them here. I thought it'd be kind of fun, because they have this blackout thing on the doors. So the idea is that they can kind of swing open like that. I thought that was kind of fun. I don't think I want to change that. And then here is the ER, operating room. All kinds of stuff on the wall, computers and monitoring equipment stuff. That's that window to the pharmacy if they need things. The little clock that I put in there. I change stuff around. And then supplies, cabinets, wash, sink area. A couple of stickers up there that I put on just for some added effect. Yeah, that's the first floor. I think I'm pretty good with that. Oh, and the elevator shaft. Again, it's just a fake one. And I think with the fact I want to do the lighting, that's going to make it easy for me to just put everything right through there without a problem. And then I can have stuff actually swing out through the emergency door here. That's kind of the intention of that, a locked emergency door gate. Morning, Green Ghostman. How are you? Thanks for joining. Let's work on my hospital build I did last year, making some improvements in advance of doing some lighting, because I really want to do that. And if folks haven't, I would certainly encourage you to please check out my video that I released on Friday on Blinky Bricks and his products. Fantastic vendor. Highly recommend. And I will know I did not get paid to do that review video. I did it purely because I think he's got a fantastic product and I really wanted to hawk it for him. So I would encourage you to check that out. Gary twists the face and the ear page. He does not know. He doesn't. He doesn't look happy at all. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he strained or broke something. I don't know. But yeah, he's definitely not a happy camper. Good, how are you? I'm doing good. Just enjoying some Sunday morning build and chill time here, working on this project. Let me put the other floors back on just for context and see how this looks. Ugh, this thing is so heavy. Just for context. Of course, I took out the 2 support beams here for the moment, but it's not going to fall over. It's got enough to hold it here right now. Alright, but let me pull in the ambulance and see how this looks. Alright, that is much better. Much better than what it was before. I think that does make that 1 additional brick height makes a lot of difference. And honestly, I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think that'll work for me. So, something like that. Yeah. Cool. I will have to extend these guys up. So I should grab a couple of those pieces. So I'm pretty sure I've got a bunch of those right now. Ugh, reach all the way back here in my stash. Yes, I do. More of those to raise it a level. Jim says, do you guys design your builds on a computer first, or you free build? So I will note, Jim, and for others that are not aware, I'm talked about this before, but yeah, whatever. I was into Lego back in the 80s and 90s as a kid, up through being a teenager, and I went to college in 2000. I left things behind, entered my dark age, and was in that until 2019. But as a kid, I always free built. That's what I was used to doing. I like how it felt that way. And when I got back into it, that just felt right to me. Of course, by then, Studio and Digital Designer were out there. But for me to do my artistic work, I say artistic in quotes, for what it's worth, it just feels better for me to just do it and look at it, see how it looks, and then go back and tweak things, like feel the physical brick as I'm doing it. I have to do it that way. I am an IT guy. I'm around computers all day long. So you would think it would come natural for me to do studio work, but no, it doesn't. That because that's abstract, and I can't visualize it in my mind the same way as I can physically doing it. So for me, it has to be a physical build. And yeah, it may not look as perfect in some ways, and it might take me longer, and I have to do multiple orders or something like that to get things I need, but I'm honestly much happier doing it this way. So that's just me. Hey, good morning, Ned. What's up, buddy? Love the overhang. Thank you, Scotty. Paul, good morning, Paul. Thanks for joining, bud. Alright, so first floor I think I'm pretty satisfied with. Make sure that these line up the way I want them to. Just purely for just a little bit of structural support, that's all. But yeah. Looks great from here. Thank you, Ned. Coffee, walking the dog. Cool. But I think what I want to do now is move on to the second floor. So I'm going to do a little bit of moving around here. Bear with me for a minute, guys. So pull some stuff around. And then try to put this all on my desk on the other side here without breaking everything. Get this settled in first before I move it. Alright. Let me move this over out of my way. A lot of brick here. Very heavy build. Okay. Is this a redo of an old build? Yes, it is. I built this in March of 2020, right around the start of the pandemic. It wasn't timed for that. It was just something I knew I wanted to do. Just gave me more time to do it, working from home. So I'm modifying, just adding a little bit more level to it. I'm taking out some old bricks since I've got more inventory now from Pab. And the ultimate goal is to light this sucker up, because I definitely want to show all the detail I've got in here. You guys are getting a little bit of a preview by me doing this on the streams right now, so you can see the detail before I make a sweet new video of everything in here. Let's see, who else we got here? Seeing more comments showing up. Lego Legend 29, hello from Germany. Good morning, or good afternoon, probably there, Germany. How are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, Pab. I mean, Pab. Yep, Pab. That's what I'm using. Alrighty, so let me show you guys first what this one has in here, just so you guys have an orientation. So here's that one, here's kind of that front look, and then here's the other main side. Again, this is kind of intended to be a corner. So, just going around, so we got a secondary operating, main like operating room, more surgical area. I mean, detail, look at that detail, all that stuff in there. This is kind of the more elective and other kind of stuff, whereas the other one downstairs is the emergency area operating theater. This actually is the laboratory area on the second floor here. This is where, you know, they do like the blood work and the cultures and all that stuff. See a little microscope in there. And tools and stuff. Got a little beaker with some stuff there. This is just a doctor's office of some kind. Just an office for him. Private office, little x-ray thing up there. Here's kind of the second floor reception area. But also, I've got controls right here outside this room, which is the x-ray area. So you see a lot of black here on purpose. You got a bed and stuff where you can actually stand in here. But the idea is that this x-ray machine can move back and forth on this track. And if I can get my hand in here, can actually this can move up and down based on what they need to be done. It's on this whole little apparatus here. Yeah, this whole thing can actually come out. So you can get different levels of the x-ray machine working back and forth here. I will note that this was not something I came up with myself. This is inspired heavily by Jang Bricks and his hospital. I thought it was fantastic, and I tried to kind of build it out a similar way. Love the technique, though. I love it sliding back and forth like that. I think that's fantastic. But that's what this little room is right here. That's controlling the X-ray stuff. So I guess you call it radiology, technically. And just from the... That's why this is kind of along the back. There's like not much here, so you don't have to worry about seeing all this other stuff. It's going to be hidden against other stuff. Again, elevator shaft. That'll be for the wires and stuff to come up. It is Lego, so you don't really see many bathrooms, but I do have an actual bathroom on this floor. You know, toilet and a sink and stuff. Needed to have at least one bathroom. See, we got a doctor here going over some stuff. And then the other really cool thing I saw from a couple different things on Pinterest at the time, if I recall, or maybe Instagram, and looking through things, was the idea of doing like PET and CT scanning. So I got this machine here, which I think is really, really cool build. You can slide the patient in and out here. Ideally, it would be out a little bit further, but the space and detail that I wanted to do, I think kind of gets the point across, and I like the fact that it stands out against the red and the white here. Just to look kind of inside from the side here. I put that radar thing in there, that computer, just to kind of make it look like it's like scanning something in real time. So that is the second floor, so you guys get a little nice preview of everything. And I'm going to go ahead and start raising this up another level as well. So I think this can also use a boost of one more level. Let's see, back to the comments. Good to hear. Interior is awesome. Thank you, Lego Legend. Well, that's wicked. Thank you, Greg. Very cool build. Thank you, Paul. Cool thing about lighting a hospital is it can't be too bright. Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking. A lot of light in here would be right on target. And that says imaging. Really some cool detailed builds. Thank you. That interior is amazing. Thank you. Attention to detail is awesome. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's just, you guys have seen the stuff I do, and it's just something I love doing. And something like this, I was like, I have to have interior detail. No question. I have to build that out and have a bunch of fun with it. And I did. If I move this right there. Think about how to slightly offset some of the stuff I'm doing here. There we go. Okay. Let's see. How does this look with one more? Yeah, I think that will work fine. I'm going to run and do the other sides because I think I've got more fluted bricks. Yeah, I'm going to work around the inside for the moment. I'm going to have somewhere to pee a cup, right? Exactly. I mean, they can't expect to do it in, like, the middle of the operating room or something. Oh. Alright, let's see. Oh, whoops. That explains that. I forgot to leave a too wide opening here. Not getting to see much as I'm cleaning my garage, but I'm still learning and looking at... Thank you, Brick Sergeant. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I hear you. But thank you very much nonetheless. Alright, gotta do a level of some red here. Let's see what I've got for that. Let's start from this side. Yeah. I think one more level is appropriate. Just get a little bit more definition there. Cool. Papa's Bricks, morning, bud. Hi, y'all. Can't channel work. No problem, no problem. Appreciate you dropping in to say hi. Hope all is well. It's starting to look a little weird because I'm doing the interior walls first. But because I got the fluted bricks on the sides here, I need to kind of figure out how I want to do that. I'll do that after the fact. All is well in West Texas. Looks like we'll have cooler weather next week. By the way, nice looking build. Thank you very much, bud. Good to hear it's going to be a little cooler. It got cooler here in New York a week or so ago, and I started getting used to that, and then all of a sudden it warmed back up again this week, and I'm like, ugh. My legroom got really hot again. I'm just like, ugh. Need to cool back down so I can start working in here more again. Get my work going. Gotta be leaving tune soon. Try to finish my coffee and pee. No problem, Scotty. All good. All good. Could flip the plane and the fluid. I could. I'm thinking ultimately I want to make these the top level. So I can just put one more level of just plain ones on top for the definition. And then these will be the top level. I think that's what I'll do. Not leaving it, just got about half. Okay, no problem. Appreciate you hanging out nonetheless. swap those out for some white. Not sure how that got in there. Just working on doing this back section right now, guys. I think the one layer of white will... Yep, I think so too. If I do it the way I'm thinking, the fluted layer will be the top one. Actually, let's just do that right now, just for this corner section. Because then I can do it all the way back to the end here. So it would be something kind of like this. If you guys can see the definition here or not. That's what I'm thinking. It'll run right against the top like that. I think that works. This is my baggie of my fluted pieces. So I should be okay, because I just need to put a few more on to cover a couple more spaces. See, did I? Oh, I think I pulled something off on the floor here. I did. Reaching back to my other floor here. Guess I missed something. I think that's what I was going for. I think that good gives you more room for... Yeah, it does give me more room for wire, too, to kind of hide things up in the top. And lighting and all that stuff, so I think that will help. How many did I get? The one from 2018/19 was really the basis for this. I had one earlier set to, I can't remember the number. Might have been from like 2012. I got that off of eBay at the time. And a bunch of Bricklink orders, because this is before I kind of got into doing more PAB. Before I really became aware of it as a thing. Because I did not yet have access to my local Lego store the same way I do now. Oops. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I spent a bit of money, if I recall, last year just getting stuff to do this. It was a bit of an expenditure of money at the time. But I think it's like my first real investment of doing a real big mock. But I was really happy at the time with it, and I'm still happy with it. And that's why I just wanted to do some tweaks here to make it a little bit better. That's why I had to do this, because I needed one more in this corner. So just need to fill that one back in. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think that I like that look. This one, both sides I'm going to keep that way because that's a corner support area too. This is for it's 3 actual floors, and the roof does have some service as well, mainly for the hospital stuff, or the hospital, the helicopter medvac kind of stuff. One more of those. Hopefully I've got some. There we go. Okay, good. So I can do this and make that one more taller. Cool. Yeah, I'm liking how this is looking. I'm liking it. Better, love that look, better defined. So, yep, I think it does. I think so. Made a custom razor face. Not sure what that means, Gus Green Man. Do you mean razor crust or something else? Need to put this on Rebrickable? Are you offering, Paul? Oh, I don't even know where to start. Even just like capturing everything you would need to do this. I mean, I'd have to spend hours taking things apart and reference pictures and all that stuff to even think about figuring that out. I mean, it could be a thought. Razor fist for Shang-Chi. Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not really familiar with that stuff, so I didn't get it. I'm sorry. Love that Lego sound. Rebuilding my swamp police station right now. That's cool. That's very cool. I've seen references to those sets. That was a cool little subline from a few years ago, if I recall. Get these out of the way for the moment. Let's see. This one away. There we go. There's my man plugging the channel. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. Alright, now I gotta do this corner. About 90% done with my castle. Awesome, Scotty. Awesome. That is exciting. And I look forward to seeing that one because I was saying in Mark's chat last night, you were there, that that's where I want to go with things. And I love seeing what other people are doing right now because I don't have any experience with castle stuff, and I'm just like thrilled to see the work that people are doing with it right now. And that's where I want to branch out and try to improve my own skills, is doing that kind of stuff. Beyond just city. Alright. This was quick and relatively painless to get this floor done. And I'm pretty happy with that. Looks a little bit better. Dang, I missed Mark's. Yeah, he was on when Daryl was last night. He came on at some point. And I know a few folks jumped off and went over to his. I jumped on at some point for a little while before I went to bed, when sleep finally overcame. Alright. I'm feeling good about this. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of floor swapping here. Alright. So, the way I think things are going, guys, is I can probably get this other floor taken care of this morning. And then Tuesday's stream may be me experimenting with the lighting. Or at least starting that process with this and see how it comes out. So anyway, real quick, here is the roof, which I did make into the helipad area with, you know, kind of gates to swing out from the top of the elevator here. It's not perfect, but it's just more of the impression of it. And I do have a large helicopter that I will be placing back up on here once I finalize the build again. These are just here to kind of remind me to put plates back in place on the side to kind of bind it to another one, so ignore that. But anyway, let me take off the roof. And I'll show you guys this floor. Alright, so, starting from the front. These are a couple of just generic patient rooms, like recovery and just general kind of stuff. So I got a couple of beds here. And lamps. Just a generic supply cart that I just happen to put in here. See, some of the stickers I've got, these came from friends, builds, I think. A couple of front set stickers I picked up, sticker packs. Next one over. Next to the next two over. Let me kind of show you this first. I put these two little face bricks in here because I thought it'd be fun to indicate what these rooms are. And they're delivery rooms. Maternity rooms. So there's one empty right now. And then it is tiny, it's small, but there's a mom in labor. There's the dad anxiously talking to the obstetrician, OBGYN, about what's going on here. So I thought that'd be really cute. Try and get in here and show you guys the stickers, if I can. Like a stork picture and then like a little baby diaper or something picture on that one. And then just using up the space right here. That's just a cabinet of some kind just because I wanted to have something there to round out that hallway. I'll come back to the comments for 1 second here. Look forward to checking out. Sweet. Going back to Paul and Rebrickable. This mock will blow out the other hospital one. That's really generous, Greg. That is really generous of you. Because I don't know about that. And Paul agreeing with it. Thank you, guys. That's really kind of you guys to say that. DZ, hey, what's up? Mesh is ahead of the curve since there's a theory running around that the next modular hut. Yeah, that's... I saw that too. And... yeah, I mean, that's kind of intriguing because if that comes out, what is it going to look like compared to what I've got here? And am I going to want to do something with that and get that versus keep this? I mean, you guys are noting what I've done, and I'm honestly really proud of this. So I don't, and then Lego probably would not have anything near the attention to detail that I've got here, but we'll have to kind of see. So over here, not hard to guess, this is the nursery. We just kind of floated around there, but yeah, there's a nursery. Got a little scale there. Little window for parents to check out the kids. The little doorway in is right there, so it's right across from the delivery rooms. Babies, yes, babies. No Grogu. This was done way before I even got Grogu, but I'm pretty happy having those guys in there. I might put Grogu in here. Let me see if I can find what I did with him. Is he up here? Don't remember where I put the baby. Ah, yep, I think I do have him. Yep, there's the baby. Alright, you guys are insistent, so we'll do this. Although his ears are not going to let him fit in there properly, but this was for the sake of the humor of it. Oh my god, whose kid is that? Where did he come from? I'll leave him there because I'm not sure how else I'm going to use him right now anyway. And I think that would be pretty funny just to have him there. So, we'll do that. Let's figure out how to set him in here right. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Let's set that baby aside. Oh, anyway, continuing on. So here is a shared doctor's office, just to kind of have some corner space and some regular office area. Little coffee maker in there for them. Need a frog too, yeah. A couple of just regular working desks. Computers, nothing big. Alright, moving along. I mean, hospital staff are very busy, as we can tell, and they need to have a break room. So we got a break room here. Kind of small, but it works. Microwave, sink and all that stuff, a little refrigerator, a couple chairs to hang out. It's just the idea of it. It works. Moving along here, so the other Lego hospital had this in there. This kind of eye examination room. I'm thinking, honestly, of taking this out. Because I've been building up so much other stuff that I think I could actually make like a custom, like an eyeglass place. Like an Empire Vision or something like that, or whatever is, you know, near you guys. I think I do a lot more with that, being creative with this. So I think I may just swap this out and create this into like another room of some kind. I gotta think about it. But then use all this stuff elsewhere, including like that really nice eye chart. So I think that's going to be a change that I will make. And then outside of there, elevator shaft. And then this, I think the intention here was that this was the administrator's office. He's got a little bit bigger room. He's got a computer there, a little certificate and stuff. Yeah, I think this is meant to be the administrator's office. So that's kind of an overview of the build. I'm going to go ahead and start raising up this level here, one more like we've done. Lol. Love the minifig room, thank you. Sure, we could sort it at Matt, rebrickable. We can chat about it, Paul, but I mean, there's so many other things that I know you're doing with that, all those projects. I don't want to burden you with it. So Chloe, think of it. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you. Could be converted to a nursery. That could be an interesting thought. Very interesting thought. More of those. I should give thought about what else there is that I haven't covered already in a hospital build. This thing, like you guys were saying about the modular possibility, Lego will probably have, if they do, they'll have like an operating room and maybe a couple of other things, but I can't see them doing a ton of things like this, like I'm doing here. So I think I just honestly would probably want to keep this hospital as it is. And maybe just do what I did with like the police station this year and make it into, I made that into a lawyer's office, a law firm. Maybe I could do something else with that build, but we'll have to see what it is. Scotty says, I know whatever Lego comes with a pale in comparison to what Matt has done. You guys are really freaking generous. I really appreciate that. I really do. Mimic the habitat as a thank you to the nurses at UVA. Yeah, that would be cool, dude. That would be very cool. I'm gonna put that there for my spacing. And then that's gonna go there. Oh, what did I just fling off? One of my fluted bricks. Ah, I'm like pushing things off all over the place now. I gotta get my tile work back on here. Stats. Actually, this would be a good time to kind of tweak my tile work a little bit here. Just a little bit. So that's gonna go there. And build up the side here. Like I always does half-ass building. Daily Bugle is okay, but mostly... Yeah! I mean, relatively for Lego, that did have some fairly good detail. I appreciate it for what it is. But even, yeah, for what I like and the way I do things, as you guys can tell, I gotta put a lot more smack dab in these things. It just feels more right that way. And I appreciate others, you know, like Daryl builds massive things, and it just would be insane to do the detail like that. But I don't build on that same scale. Therefore, it's easier for me to do things the way that I do here with detail. This is honestly one of the bigger works I've ever done. At least up until fairly recently with my skyscraper builds I've been doing. Which, if Paul is still here, I will just note that Paul is graciously starting work for me on developing some ideas to contribute to those builds I want to do. So I'm looking extremely forward to Paul developing some ideas for me to help me flesh out what I want to do there. Oh, that's why I did that. That's right, because these go in here. Woohoo indeed. And the old school train tracks. I love that part of the build. I think that's fantastic. And for me to think, I was eventually not going to get the Daily Bugle, and then I just like, okay, yeah, I should. I'm very happy with it. Inspired me to do some skyscraper buildings. Let's make sure I line these up right. Definitely some great talent here. There is. Everybody here has some great talent. I love seeing everybody's work and what they do. Y'all have a good one. Cell rooms to declutter. Sounds good. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit, Ned. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you later, bud. Chance to swap out kind of an old yellow block there. Yeah, that train station thing. Oh, that's crazy. I can't believe some folks throwing so much money at that, Kyle. But it is a heck of a build. Even with it not being official Lego, to get that for free would be pretty darn cool. Looks to declare fun, yeah. That was me yesterday when I was looking at spaces I had to clean in my townhouse here. I'm like, fun. Yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to that later as well. Yep. I'm actually going over to my parents' house today to hang out and enjoy some spaghetti and meatballs for dinner. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be my day. So if others come on the stream, I may or may not be around for that. Drop my bomb and was done. Had to try. Oh, you still could win it, Scotty. I mean, I think Greg made a joke last night about it, but I mean, Greg's dropped like $3 in. But I mean, Greg could win. I've dropped like $5 in. I could win. I don't think it's likely. As I just did it more to kind of just, throw money at Daryl to support him than anything else, honestly. But any one of us could win. It was getting crazy, I know, right? Kyle could have already had one for the morning. I know! I can't believe how much he's done. It amazes me. And he was going to drop a 500 last night if he was really serious, what he was saying. Macro. Morning, PPP. Just had meatballs for dinner. It's a great idea. Yes, I am looking very forward to my dinner this afternoon. It's making me hungry. I'm going to have lunch once I wrap up here with you guys this morning. Or else my tummy's going to be growling all day before I get to have dinner. Whoops. Put at 55. Yeah, you've got a good shot there, Scott, compared to some other ones like us, like Greg and myself. Jim G, could you imagine taking that train station to part the center of the... Oh, I know. With how much time he's been putting it together, following directions, yeah, it's going to be fun to take apart, too. John says, we have Sunday morning brunch mixed between breakfast and lunch, but usually bacon, eggs, and toast. Yeah, I mean, I will note, and some of you guys may laugh and be like, oh, what's wrong with you? But I'm not honestly much of a breakfast kind of guy. I don't eat eggs, at least just like straight up eggs. So that's a big thing. I like bacon, don't get me wrong. But breakfast that's as a thing just isn't as appealing to me, you know, as lunch or dinner. That's just me. It is how I am. Yes, bacon, bacon. Grease, fat, bacon. For sure. We all have yes, we do have our differences. Absolutely. And those differences should be celebrated. Homer Simpson bacon. Bacon. Yes, bacon. Drool. Could you explain lol? That's a Greg thing. That's all I'll say. It's a Greg thing. Alright, one more of these guys. Not sure how I missed that before. It's the same thing if you hear me say it, it sounds like that. Yep. Alright, I just need to finish off this little section here. Oh, and is definitely putting a dent in the white pad, but that's cool. I mean, I need to use parts. I don't want them to just sit here, so I'm good with it. I don't have a lot of dark bluish gray left. Lego piece, I gotta go for now. No problem, Scotty. No problem. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for hanging out, bud. I'm not gonna be on too much longer because I think we're getting close to wrapping up what I wanted to do here. Hanging out with you guys this morning, so appreciate it. I'll catch you later, bud. think I've got enough 6s. So we got the other tile bin here. I think I can do this. Perfect. Perfect. Put a couple things away real quick so they're out of the way. All right. Cool. Let me get everything moved out of the way here for a second. And we'll bring everything back in and we're going to see how this sucker looks. Putting a couple things away here, guys. Getting things cleared up. All right. I think what I'll do first is I'm going to put the roof on here. So it's all one unit. Excellent. The bottom floor in here first. Let's pop on the second floor, and this is going to be a little tricky with the support columns, which I'm just going to take off for this moment. Sure that's snug, looks like it is. Ooh. All right, it's a little bit more imposing than it was. Yeah, I think that extra level on each floor makes a difference. Yeah, I'm digging that. I think that helped. This thing is heavy. Turn around. Again, the back, it's not as scenic. Elevator shaft and all that stuff, no biggie. It's going to probably be against other stuff. And then the same with this wall. This will be against other things too. So I don't care that these are a little off kilter, but that's okay. Because it won't be as visible. Perspective is going to be this. That's really what it's going to be. And I think that looks pretty darn good. All right, I'm digging that. You guys got to see a little bit of the inside thing here before I do another review and all that, and we do lighting. Cool. Let's see. Scott's Flock gotta go well. Have a great day, Birchburg. Thank you, John. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Hey, Adam, what's up, bud? Good to see you. Unfortunately, I'm getting ready to wrap up here, so I hate to say thanks and bye, but we're getting close to wrapping up. Thank you, though. Nice build. Thank you. Burke Sargent, super looking. Thank you very much. Thanks, bud. Look it beefed up. Thank you. Jim G does look awesome. Thank you so much. Really is killer. Thank you. Sweet spot for... Yeah. The main idea for me working out this morning was because I wanted to raise up that lower level, that first floor, one more brick height, to make sure that the bigger of my two ambulances, which is this one, could actually fit in there without literally being right against the second floor here. And I'm much happier with it now. Yeah, pretty cool. Just wants to detail the little overhang between the floors. Yeah. Alright guys, I think I accomplished my goal today. Very happy. So Tuesday, I think, is going to be working with this. And I'm going to pull out all the blinky stuff and start figuring out how I want to light this sucker up. That will be the Tuesday evening build. For now, I'm going to go and grab some lunch and get ready to go hang out at the folks' house and have dinner later. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. I know it's early for some folks on a Sunday morning, but you guys are fun. Love talking to you. Everybody is really, 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 really generous with your compliments. Thank you so much. Alright, guys. I will see you around in live streams, Discords, all that good stuff. And hopefully catch you on Tuesday evening back here. We'll see ya.